Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a full review of the SteelSeries Apex 3 keyboard. This is a great entry-level keyboard, and yes, it is a membrane keyboard, which means you don't get the super clicky sound that you get on mechanical keyboards, but I still think that this is a great option. We're going to go over all the features, the software that comes with this, we'll even do a typing test, and show you just a couple bonus things that come on this keyboard. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and change the camera angle to give you guys a closer look at the Apex 3. Alrighty, so here we have the Apex 3. I'm gonna go ahead and turn some lights off in this room so that you guys could see the RGB just a little better. So first we're gonna go over some of the special features on this keyboard, such as a magnetized wrist rest that is easily removable. The actual material here is kind of like a soft touch plastic. And then of course we have rubber pads all here to make sure it stays in place. And here are those magnets I was talking about. So you guys could use this without the magnets, and you can't even tell that there's supposed to be a wrist rest there. So you guys could use it just like this if you want. This keyboard is mostly plastic, so you guys can flex it a little as you guys could see, but overall the plastic seems to be a good material. Now there is one metal piece on this keyboard, and that is this multimedia button up here. This is a volume rocker, and no matter where you're at on your PC, you guys could use this really quickly. And if someone comes in, they need to talk to you, just press that down and it'll immediately mute anything. While we're in this corner, we have this multimedia button as well. And this one's really cool because you guys could press pause on the video that you're watching with this. You don't even have to be in the same tab. You guys could just press pause right there. So I've been really using these two buttons a lot more than I ever would have guessed. Another feature that this keyboard provides is the floating keys. So you guys could sort of see that there's a big gap between the actual keycap and the keyboard base. And that's so the RGB could shine through. A lot of people have been wondering if you guys could remove the keycaps, and you can. It is very hard to find replacement keycaps though, and I have heard that these will eventually wear down, but it'll definitely take several years of gaming for that to happen. So that's what the inside looks like, and let me go ahead and turn my light off so that you guys could get a better look. To put it back on, just simply put it back in, give it a press down, and you'll hear the snap, and you're all good to go. This is a full-size keyboard, so you guys get the numpad, and if you guys want to control the lights without the software, there's a button right here. You press that, and this is the function button. So you guys could switch to certain modes, and then this is how you change the brightness. If you want, you could turn it off or turn it all the way back up. You guys can set up macro keys right there as well. So now let's take a look at the bottom of the keyboard. We have some routes right here for the cable. So if you guys are trying to do some cable management, you guys could take this out and make it go this way or straight through the center or all the way over here. For this being an entry-level keyboard, that's a really cool feature. And of course, we also get these riser feet. So if you guys do want your keyboard more to angle, you guys could definitely do that. Just flip them up. This is a rubber leg. We have rubber legs here and all around. And this is really nice right here because some keyboards don't put any feet in the center, and that helps get rid of any bend that the keyboard could have in the center. So if you guys want to reattach this, it's really simple. It literally just attaches like that and it's magnetized on there. I will say this keyboard is definitely prone to kind of having like oily fingerprints on it. Just one of the few drawbacks that I've noticed. So now we're going to go ahead and do a typing test. So hopefully you guys could hear that. It actually sounds pretty good. It almost sounds like a brown switch on some of the other mechanical switch keyboards, because brown switches are pretty quiet. I will say the spacebar is a little louder than all the rest, but honestly, I kind of like that. So now we're gonna look at the software that comes with this keyboard. You guys have a bunch of cool options here. So right here, you guys could adjust every row. You have like 10 rows right here that you can adjust, or you guys could just adjust the entire keyboard at once. Just unclick this. Now we're gonna come up here and we're gonna choose maybe red. So I'm gonna go ahead and click save, and this should make the red just a little brighter. I don't know if you guys could notice with the camera, but I definitely could. So we're gonna try another color here. We're gonna go with blue. And as soon as I do that, it goes ahead and changes. Now we're gonna go do green, and that looks super cool. And I will say this is pretty bright. So next up, I'm gonna compare this to another RGB keyboard that I have, just to see which one is brighter so that you guys could have a pretty good gauge of how it works. So I'm comparing this to a Red Dragon keyboard that I have, and because of this floating key design, I feel like you can really see the LEDs more. Also, it does help that the actual font on the keyboard is slightly bolder, so it just gives the light a little bit more area to shine through. Now let's go ahead and show you a few different effects. So this is one of my favorite effects. It's basically just like a rolling RGB with multiple different colors that come on, and it's really slow. This is another pretty cool effect where basically the keyboard breathes, and here's another breathing effect with a different color blue and a darker blue, and then this one's more of a red and orange. And here's another color shift one. It kind of goes from like blue to purple, and I really like how clean and modern this one looks. So that's about it for the review portion of the SteelSeries Apex 3. Anyways guys, that's my full review of the Apex 3 gaming keyboard. I think it is a great option as an entry-level keyboard. If you've been using real mechanical switches for a long time, this may not be for you, but if you just need an extra keyboard on the go, or maybe you're giving someone a gift and they're just now getting into gaming, this is still going to be a great option and they're not going to be disappointed. So that's my review of the Apex 3.